Alphinaud, Alisae, it is you. Oh, I hope this. Oh, I was gonna say I hope it was Louis Suave's friend. I forget his name. When I heard you'd been dragged before the forum, I came as swiftly as I could. I'm so very glad they allowed you to stay. Is this their mother here? Mother! Alisae and Alphinaud. Ameliance Leveilleur at your service. Why, hello. And you fine people must be the I already like Mom already. Mom seems like a cool mom. Mother, please, we don't wish to make things difficult for you. If word reaches father that you were here, what's he gonna do? Disown his wife? Oh, bother that. Am I to be chastised for speaking with my own children? I like Mom. You will come by the house, won't you? I have gifts waiting. I'm not sure Kev, what do you think? Why are you asking me? It's your mom. Kev? The Kev was here? The Kev was here, the one and only Pomp, the Pomp, aka the Pomp, leader of the Pompadorables. 'Tis I, yes. What a splendid day this has turned out to be. Champion of Eorzea, I insist that you join us. I do want to see their rooms though. They said no peeking, but I'm very curious what they look like. I was gonna say, I wonder if Alphinaud's would be messy, but he seems like someone to keep things tidy too. Yo, look at this badass looking.
Hello, my lady.
This guy looks badass. This one? Nice shades, brother. Yes, look at this place. Look at the colors, the architecture, the decoration in all the architecture here. Dude, look at that dude.
What? What are you gawping at?
I mean, this is probably the biggest house we've been in. I'm gonna say just admiring the craftsmanship here. Would be fun to see the rooms.
I suppose I never gave the decor much thought. I'm glad that you approve, I think.
I literally was admiring the architecture, so that seemed like the fitting choice. Dude, I bet this guy can pack a punch.
Lord Fortunaud is not to hear of this visit.
This guy seems like, you know, in like different like animes or like shows, they have like, you know, servants, and some of them have like, some of them are like combatants or like they have specialties. This guy would be the fighter. His attire is even different from everyone else's. It's like the guard
And I
or
should
something.
also like the children to have their gifts, ere my husband makes his return.
Oh, I wonder what the gifts
As
are.
you wish, my lady.
He's the only one with the different attire here.
Master Alphinaud, Mistress Alisae, if you would accompany me upstairs.
We shan't be long.
Oh, what am I supposed to do?
The twins have been sending letters home from time to time, recounting their latest adventures.
You know, so I nothing specific comes to mind here, but I feel like, you know, I've seen or played through or read or watched stories like this, where, you know, they're sending letters back to the parents. They have like that one mom or dad who's like super supportive. The other one maybe not so much, but the one who's like super supportive and so nice, like ends up getting sick or something. Like, like she's like sickly or something and ends up like, you know, perishing at some point. I hope that doesn't happen. Just saying.
I am sure they withhold certain details, of course, if only to keep me from worrying. Yet a mother worries all the same. In the early days especially, I tried to support them as best I could, sending the Scion's coin and other such donations.
Oh, that's nice. I wonder if she helped front the Crystal Braves too.
Fortunately, they have found the strength to overcome adversity time and time again. Their words grow more confident with every letter, their depictions more vivid.
Yo, lady, you have no, like, words can't explain the things that we have had to go through.
The triumphs and defeats, the joys and sorrows. It is clear that they have come to find value in every experience.
They're growing before your
But
eyes.
of those they treasure most, it would seem that meeting you might be the most impactful. Why, since that fateful day, I do believe there has not been a single missive in which you were not mentioned by name.
Kev was here, the pomp.
It is plain they care for you, and I am glad they have such a steadfast companion watching over them.
Yeah, I mean, out of all the scions, I feel like, my personal feelings aside, the main character of, you know, Final Fantasy XIV, you as the player character, your relationship with Alphinaud and Alisae is, I mean, stronger, right? It's more like kind of more personal, like, you know, like the bond just feels more deep rooted a little bit than the other ones. He is so sweet.
Under normal circumstances, I would offer you tea, but alas, these are anything but. In any event, why don't you keep me company whilst we await my children's return? Perhaps you might regale me with a tale or two of your exploits.
There I was, center stage, people cheering, lights flashing. This mysterious swordsman rises from the ground and summons these big ass bamboo stalks, and he slices them and I have to dodge them, and then he summons coins, and then he summons a dog and I have to get the coins, and then he summons like 4 bamboos. Man, it's been crazy. I wonder which story we're telling them. Yeah, dude, this guy, he's got to be like the guard or something. The Rogadin? Do you think she's heard of the gold saucer? They've heard of it? Oh, these were the gifts.
When you mentioned gifts, I wasn't sure what to expect.
I should have guessed. I should have known. The gifts. The wardrobe upgrades.
Oh, look how well it fits you. And the style is to your liking?
Let's see it. I haven't seen this. Finally got some shin guards. Maybe she's always had them, but
It's
you need
perfect.
the knee guards.
Exactly what I would have chosen. But please, tell me you had something different made for Alphinaud.
You know, it would have been pretty funny if they ended up matching. Yeah, she looks, I mean, she's got like, you know, some spotty pieces of armor here, but their armor was never like, or their outfit was never like super armored or anything, right? More agile.
Naturally. You are hardly little children anymore. And while I shall miss dressing you in those precious matching outfits, I must respect the individuals you have grown to become.
Hey.
See for yourself.
Alphinaud's outfit was cool. I remember from the trailer. Yeah, they.
Thank you for the splendid clothes, Mother. Stylish, comfortable, and eminently practical.
Yeah, Alphinaud looks badass. I like the long coat and everything. I forget what they wore in A Realm Reborn. They always had like a red blue motif like split going on, right?
I am so glad you like them.
Yeah, they did. They
They
did.
are, however, missing one final touch.
New weapons? Lasers for Alphinaud?
If you would allow me, Master Alphinaud.
Laser. Ooh. Yo, those look sick. That looks pretty cool.
Are these...
Too bad it has to replace the gun that he carries on his back at all times, but...
A sage's tools of the trade. They belonged to your father.
Ah. Alphinaud, Alisae is a sage, or is a sage.
Though he may as well be chained to his desk these days. As a student, he was often called upon to venture into the field.
Okay, that answers my question about, well, sort of answers about the competitive abilities of the forum, or at least Alphinaud here. Alisae.
He wielded those armaments, both to heal and to harm in no few battles. None so fierce as those you two have braved, perhaps, but battles nonetheless.
So what, Alisae doesn't get an upgrade?
Thus did I pull them out of storage, to show you that he was not always the man who stands in vehement opposition to you now.
I guess it makes sense, right? I forget, what was the lore? There's something special about this weapon, right?
I am told these devices are quite difficult to master, but someone of your extensive experience should soon have them darting about with grace and aplomb.
If Alisae were to change classes, I wonder what she would change to.
May the wisdom in that crystal serve you well. And please, try to find common ground with your father, that you might come and go without need for this awful subterfuge.
Eventually. I feel like he'll come around eventually. Or his children.
We will, Mother. I promise.
I'm picturing if he were to have a death scene, I'm picturing it now, right? The Forum is still, you know, they're still trying to remain on the sidelines, but death and destruction is approaching all too fast. Meanwhile, the father sees Alphinaud and Alisae fighting some enemy, going toe to toe. They're getting beaten and battered. They can't take the enemy. And here comes Alphinaud, Master Fortunato. He enters the battlefield to save his children, incurring a deathly wound in the process. Wouldn't that be something?
My final gifts to you before you run off are an observation and a suggestion.
Okay.
Firstly, Fortunato has ever been a serious man, but it was only after you were born that he truly lost himself in his work. I may not know the Forum's inner workings, but I know your father's. The timing of that change in him holds some significance.
Oh. So I'm wondering if it's something more extrinsic that was happening within the Forum, or was it that, like, his children were born and he's like, all right, I have to put in work to make sure some grand scheme that they'll be okay and survive into the future.
Secondly, do not seek to best your father with words. Far better that you simply show him. Let him discover the merit of your actions, after they cannot be undone.
Don't talk the talk, you walk the walk.
We shall take your wisdom to heart. Thank you again for these gifts, and farewell.
That's a cool necklace. It seems kind of impractical, but it's cool nonetheless.
Safe travels, my children. Eat well, stay warm, and keep your friends close.
No. Okay. So no tour of the house? It looks heavy. Yeah. Bye, Alisae, Alphinaud. She the sweetest mom.